Gonna be Acer over for the team 2. On that team, we got us a Seawork. Is he gonna be first up? Potentially not. Fang gonna be first up on the team, rushing out towards Lisa as a monk. Just trying to see if he can potentially get himself a bit of an honor duel. Oh, Fang stood there for a bit of an honor duel. He just wanted to say hello. Lisa realized what happened. They're like, oh, wait, hold on. Hold it back up. Stormbolt. There he goes, man. At this point, Lisa, chance to respond or not? Massive damage, Lisa. Oh, I think actually might just go down here unless the pop a defensive. Fist of Fury to parry. Might not be enough right now, though. Overpower past it. It's going to be Lisa taking a lot of damage off of that spear. Lexip under Fang does not go for the trinket. Maybe a parry situation. Does go for the dab of the sword. Able to parry out the Fist of Fury. Trying to see if he can fight through the damage of Lisa. Looking to me, we're positioned to have a board available right now. May want to set up a board. Get another charge. Oh, mad execute into a karma. Does Fang care for the karma? He's gonna back up for a second, trying to see if he can take down the Zoen while Lacey is looking for the soothing mist. Blasting out cooldowns without even much thought. Stormbolt and Lacey is gonna go for the trinket, trying to see if they can use mobility to escape Fang. Do they have a board? Does set up a board last second, but I don't really know if it's gonna help him out that much. Fist of Fury to follow. Fang does he have any more mobility to catch up as Lacey, trying to see if he can take down the banner. No Lacey for 4 seconds, so may just have to wait until those 4 seconds to maybe reverse some damage back into Fang, trying to go for boards back to back in order to avoid him by himself. A little bit of time to recover a little bit of health. May want to play defensive with Alexup. There goes Alexup in damage. Trying to see if he can go for a little bit of damage. Fist of Fury, disarm to follow Fang. Kind of limited on what they could do. Maybe Lisa will be able to get himself a big proc because monks do have quite a bit of damage. 19 seconds left on its round 2. Will not have a Zuen to chain together yet. Gonna be a Fang opening up with a Stormbolt. Spear catches him in place. Bladestorm nowhere for you to go. Try to go for Fist of Fury to parry it out, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough. Oh my god. That was a lot of damage and you can't even go anywhere. Kevin opening up with immediate Stormbolt. Fury versus arms. Fang does have a parry. Back up and available. Full bleed onto Kevin. Does go for disarm. Bladestorm to follow off of that avatar. I think he's trying to go for the unhinged build where he gets those mortal strikes while Bladestorms is active. And it's going to be Kevin taking a bit of damage. What is going on? Hold on, pet. Yeah, I think Griggs accidentally sent the pet out. I'm not even sure what happened. Fang does go in for a classic smash. Going to be that human racial out of Kevin though, as he's trying to see if he can mitigate the damage as best as possible, trying to go for as much self-healing as he can as a Fury Warrior, whereas Fang cannot really heal in the same way. Drop it down banner. Stormbolt is going to be very, very short. Fang does catch up a little bit of health. Is going to go for a mad heal together with a commanding shout to give him a little bit more health, while also ignore pain to reduce some of the damage taken to a certain point. But you can see his health is then just dipping away, while Kevin, his health is going down, but he's maintaining it. It's going down slowly, much slower than Fang, who's trying to see if he can get himself survivability. Trying to go for a charge. Stormbolt to follow. Does he have some of a big go? Bladestorm right after. Get himself at least a little bit of survivability. Does he have enough damage? Executes are coming through it. Does get himself a beneficial last second. Oh, he does end up slaying at the end. Interrupt onto Haster. That is so good. As Haster just wanted to see if he can claim his soul right then and there. I don't know what much you can do right now, though. Does go for defensive stance. Trying to catch up a little bit of health off of Haster. He's definitely going to have to play it super defensive. Trying to stay away from a siphon as best as possible. The dots are just going to be really difficult for him to dodge, and he cannot really shake off the pets whatsoever. So Fang is going to maybe have to go counteroffensive. Interrupt, try to go through. Did not quite get to. Reflect up right after. That's going to be quite a bit of damage by Haste, who took quite a few hits. Fang needs to get himself a bit more recovery. Does he have himself a heal whatsoever? Impending victory last second, avoiding the shadow crash as best as possible. Battle stance at the ready. Parry to follow. Trying to see if he can go counter offensive. Looking to interrupt Haster if at all possible. If he can interrupt him on shadow, he can at least deny him any kind of disperses. That's still Fang taking so much raw damage right now. Trying to go for interrupt. Doesn't quite connect. Into Mind Flay. Nothing he can do about it. Reflect is up. Stormbolt to follow. Needs a heal right there and right now. Otherwise, he's just done for. Maybe turn it around to Haster. That's going to be shadow crash. Catches up a little bit of healing. Haster, no health. What is going on right now? Does Haster go down? Charge to follow, looking for that executes. Haster doesn't have a lot of health to work with, but at least he got himself defensive Fang stunned up. Does get to go for a charge. Needs a heal right now. Barely had any health. Does he get to go for an interrupt? He does not. Oh my god, that was so close between the two. My god, Fang, dude. Oh man, that was rough. Oh, that was rough. That was so well played by Haster, by the way, and Fang as well. I feel like Fang did everything he could there. Maybe dampening, maybe cooldowns diff. I don't even know what it would be. But Fang, both of them definitely played to the very best. Breath by Seaver, trying to see if he can missile down Haster. He got a lot of damage already for the guy. Full damage from the Arcane power and Arcane Surge. Massive output. Haster trying to see if he can deny. Mad damage. Oh my god. Literally fire blasted the guy at the end. Oh, that was such a good touch of the magic. It left him with 1 health. You fire blasted him at the end. How much damage does it do? Like 2? Is it Chat Hunt next? If he was going to be next, he doesn't want it. He's like, nope, I don't want to do it. Instead, it's going to be my man Grizz. Got himself immediate Axos into Seavark, who does have blinks. Well, looks like normal blinks in order to deal with those. He's going to go for the invis while the second pet is out. He's just going to wait it out for a moment here, yeah? Double Felguard together with a Vile Fiend. He's going to try to see if he can separate away from all these demons. Maybe Seavark could have just let Grizz catch up a lot of damage, potentially. That is going to be the balloon demon spawning in. This little observer over here, this balloon demon. Look at this guy. So he's going to do a bunch of damage to Seavark if he has line of sight of him. But because of this little like pillar right here, he literally can't see him. He can't do damage to him. But if line of sight is there, anytime Seavark casts spells, I think offensive spells only, onto Grizz, Seavark takes 10% of his health worth of damage. So that was perfect lined up in terms of Seavark trying to play around the pillar as well as around the boxes. Grizz is going to take a bit of damage. Dark Pack has been used. Normal wall available. That's how Dark Pack coming back up at about 30. Could potentially go for a Tyrant right here, but it doesn't look like he has enough pets in order to maximize the pressure. Freeze onto Grizz. Ring of Fire together with a Ring of Frost over on the Tombstone. As Seavark trying to see if he can deny Grizz any kind of pressure, any kind of value. Trying to chip away the Warlock's health as best as possible. Grizz does go for a big recovery. Blink by Seavark. Does he have maybe Fire Breath? It's going to interrupt him on Demon Bolt. And it's going to be potential damage on Seavark, but instead decided to cancel it. Did not go for the big go just there with the Arcane Surge. Trying to see if he can get it around the corner. Demon spawning in, so Seavark is going to take quite a bit of damage from those. But missiles together into the touch of the magic. Could be a lot of damage. Does he have a combo right now? Does he have maybe a big barrage right after? Arcane Blast. Oh my goodness, that's just a lot of damage. Nothing could stop that mage off of that go. With Shadhunt charging out as a Beastmaster Hunter, breath immediately by Seavark. Try to see if he can maybe go for Nova on this Dire Basilisk, which now does 100% more damage. They buffed up the Basilisk. It is still super slow. It is still going to slowly crawl over towards Seavark. But if it does eventually get there, a year and a half from now, it is going to do a ton of damage. Seavark just sitting down for some food while all the pets are getting frozen up. Is that Basilisk still walking? Yes, he's almost there. He's almost made it. Just wait another hour. He'll be there in a bit. Seavark trying to see if he can maybe drop down Ring of Fire. Maybe he could just drop down the pets here for a quick second. I think he spawned. Okay, so Basilisk made it from the cart all the way down to this corner, and that's about as far as it went. It is so rough to make that thing work, man. You need like a Death Knight to grip him to it to get any kind of value. Seavark trying to see if he can chip away Shadhunt. Does go for a turret show really early. It is going to be his main pet going down, and Seavark is just going to go for a little bit of a recovery behind the pillar. Ring of Frost in case the pets charge in. It is going to be the main pet charging up next to him, so at least he's going to be able to sit down, get himself a little bit of food, rod down the pet. Shadhunt is not going to be able to use the pet sack in order to go for any kind of recovery. I think the pet may just go down here into an Arcane Surge. Shadhunt, I don't think he was prepared. Trying to go for a bit of a defensive opener. That's going to be touching the magic on the guy. Seavark just needs to go for the instant cast Arcane Blast if possible. Maybe potentially. I think he just might be able to do so. More missiles to follow. It's going to be Matt touching the magic. Barrage just literally waited to make sure that everything capitalizes all at once. Barrage and everything all together. That is a lot of damage. Between Fang and between Seavark. Absolutely. Actually, Fang did a lot of damage through that match. Really, really good. I hate this map. Dude, it's definitely a rough map. There's not enough line of sight for some of the classes out there. I think it's generally a fantastic map for duels, but it is definitely one of the smaller maps, that's for sure.